Have you ever felt like your legs are just a little heavier than they used to be? Do you sometimes wonder why a simple walk around the block leaves you more tired than expected, even though you try to eat healthy and stay active? Could it be just aging, or is there something else at play? What if I told you that some of the fruits you've been eating, yes, the ones we've always believed were good for us, might actually be silently affecting your legs, your joints, and your energy? Surprising, isn't it? You're not alone in wondering why your body feels different even when you're doing all the right things. In today's video, we're going to uncover the hidden truth behind some of the most common fruits in our diets and how they may be impacting your mobility more than you think. But don't worry, we're not here to take away the joys of fresh, juicy fruit. Instead, we'll help you make smarter, senior-friendly choices that support your strength and independence. Ready to feel steadier on your feet and more confident in your health choices? Let's explore it together. Number 1. Why are my legs getting weaker? It might not be just aging. Let's start with a question many of us have asked quietly, maybe even to ourselves. Why do my legs feel weaker lately, even though I haven't changed much about my daily routine? You're still walking, eating your fruits and vegetables, maybe even doing a bit of light stretching or gardening. So why are stairs feeling steeper? Why does getting up from the couch take a little more effort than it used to? Most people chalk it up to aging, and yes, our bodies do naturally change over time. But here's the real story. It's not just aging. In fact, one of the sneakiest reasons behind leg weakness in older adults is poor circulation caused by dietary choices, especially foods high in sugar and inflammation-triggering compounds. Let me share an example. A gentleman named Harold, 72, living in Ohio, always prided himself on staying active. He walked every morning and made sure to eat plenty of fresh fruit. But over time, he began noticing his legs felt tired more quickly. At first, he thought it was just part of getting older. But after talking to his doctor and a nutritionist, he realized that some of the fruits he snacked on regularly, like mangoes and grapes, were spiking his blood sugar and affecting his circulation. Once he made a few small adjustments, like pairing his fruit with protein and choosing lower sugar options, he felt more energetic and steadier on his feet within a few weeks. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. As we age, our blood vessels become less flexible, and our muscles may not receive oxygen and nutrients as efficiently as they used to. Foods with high natural sugars can cause spikes in blood sugar, which puts stress on the small vessels, especially in the lower body, where circulation already has to fight gravity. This can lead to symptoms like tired legs, swelling in the ankles, or even nighttime cramps. The good news: you don't need to overhaul your entire diet. Just a few smart choices can make a noticeable difference. Think of it like giving your legs a little help from the inside out. Supporting your circulation and reducing inflammation through the right foods can restore not just your strength, but your confidence in every step you take. So before you blame every ache and slow down on aging alone, take a moment to consider what's on your plate. Sometimes the journey to stronger legs starts with something as simple as switching fruits. And speaking of that, coming up next, we'll break down the truth about natural sugars in fruit. What's the real difference between a banana and a berry? Stick with me because the answer might surprise you. Number 2. Fruit Sugar 101. Not all natural sugars are the same. We've all heard it before. Fruit is nature's candy. And it's true. Fruit is packed with vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants. But did you know that not all fruit sugars are created equal? Just because sugar is natural doesn't mean it behaves gently in your body, especially as we age. Let's take a closer look. The main type of sugar in fruit is called fructose. It's found in things like apples, grapes, bananas, and especially sweet fruits like mangoes. There's also glucose, which directly affects your blood sugar levels, and sucrose, which is table sugar, half fructose, half glucose. So even though fruit comes from nature, your body still has to process these sugars, and for folks over 65, that process isn't as smooth as it used to be. Here's a simple analogy. Imagine your blood vessels as garden hoses. When we're younger, those hoses are flexible and strong, easily delivering nutrients throughout the body. But as we age, they stiffen up a bit. Now imagine pouring sticky syrup through them, like high-sugar fruit juices or a big bowl of sweet grapes. It clogs things up, slows the flow, and puts pressure on your system. That pressure? It shows up as heavy legs, swelling in your feet, or feeling winded after a simple walk. Take Mrs. Sandra, for example, a 68-year-old retired teacher in Arizona. Every evening, she enjoyed a fruit smoothie made with bananas, orange juice, and mango. It felt healthy, but she kept waking up with stiff calves and even noticed some tingling in her toes. Her doctor explained that even natural sugars, when consumed in large amounts, especially without fiber or protein, can spike blood sugar levels, leading to inflammation and poor circulation. Once she swapped in low-sugar fruits and added a handful of walnuts to her smoothie, things began to turn around. The key takeaway here? Natural doesn't always mean harmless. Eating a whole apple is very different from drinking a glass of apple juice. The apple comes with fiber, which slows down sugar absorption. Juice, on the other hand, sends sugar rushing into your bloodstream like a tidal wave. So, how do we use this knowledge wisely? Aim to eat your fruits, not drink them. Pair fruits with protein or healthy fats, like berries with Greek yogurt or apple slices with almond butter. These combinations help buffer sugar's effects and keep your energy steady. Now that we understand fruit sugar better, let's take a closer look at some popular fruits that might be causing more harm than good if eaten too freely. Coming up next, pineapple, grapes, and mango, the sweet trio with a sour twist when it comes to your leg health. Stay tuned.
If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward.
Number 3. Pineapple, grapes, and mango. Sweetness with a sour side. Let's talk about 3 fruits that many of us consider a real treat. Pineapple, grapes, and mango. They're colorful, refreshing, and often seen in fruit salads, desserts, or even on their own as a healthy snack. But here's the catch. While they may seem harmless, these sweet fruits can have a surprisingly sour impact on your leg strength, circulation, and joint comfort, especially as we age. First up, pineapple. It's juicy and tropical, and yes, it contains bromelain, which can help reduce inflammation in small amounts. But did you know a single 8-ounce cup of fresh pineapple chunks contains about 16 grams of natural sugar? That's 4 teaspoons worth. And it's also quite acidic, which can irritate sensitive joints, particularly the knees and hips if you're already dealing with arthritis or stiffness. One of our viewers, Joe from Florida, noticed his knees aching more after eating pineapple daily in his morning smoothie. Once he reduced his serving and paired it with protein, the discomfort lessened significantly. Now let's move on to grapes. Tiny but mighty when it comes to sugar content. 1 cup of grapes holds nearly 23 grams of sugar, mostly as fructose. While grapes do contain resveratrol, which is good for heart health, that benefit can be outweighed by the sugar overload, especially if you tend to snack on them throughout the day. Grapes are easy to overeat. We pop them like candy, often without realizing how much we've consumed. The downside? For some older adults, this can mean increased uric acid levels, leading to joint pain or even gout flare-ups. And then there's mango, a summertime favorite. But a single cup of diced mango can pack a whopping 30 grams of sugar. That's almost as much as a can of soda. For older adults, such high sugar intake can cause sharp blood sugar spikes, followed by crashes that leave your legs feeling weak and your joints more inflamed. One subscriber, Linda from California, shared that after enjoying mango several nights in a row, she woke up with ankle swelling and calf soreness. Cutting back and eating mango only once or twice a week, combined with some plain yogurt, made a noticeable difference. So what's the lesson here? These fruits aren't bad, but they do require portion control and smart pairing. Try limiting pineapple, grapes, or mango to half-cup servings and combine them with a source of fiber or protein, like cottage cheese or a few almonds. This helps slow sugar absorption and protect your joints. Coming up next, we'll look at two more fruits that might surprise you: oranges and watermelon. They seem light and refreshing, but could they be adding to your leg discomfort? Let's find out. Number 4. Oranges and watermelon. Juicy but joint-troubling oranges and watermelon, two of the most beloved fruits in America. Whether it's a glass of fresh orange juice in the morning or a big slice of watermelon on a hot summer day, these fruits are often seen as refreshing and hydrating. And while they certainly offer some benefits, they also come with a few hidden challenges, especially for older adults concerned about joint pain, circulation, and leg fatigue. Let's start with oranges. Known for their vitamin C, oranges have long been seen as immune-boosting. But here's what many don't realize. A medium orange contains around 12 grams of natural sugar and a hefty dose of citric acid. That acid might not be a big deal for younger folks, but for those of us over 65, especially anyone dealing with mild arthritis or joint sensitivity, it can be an irritant. It's like pouring lemon juice on a paper cut. Many seniors who enjoy daily orange juice start to notice increased stiffness in their knees or hips. And if you're drinking juice instead of eating the whole fruit, you're missing out on fiber and sending a quick rush of sugar into your bloodstream. Take Barbara, a 70-year-old from Michigan. She loved starting her mornings with a tall glass of orange juice, but she kept experiencing morning stiffness in her ankles and had trouble going upstairs. When her doctor suggested cutting back on acidic foods, she swapped her juice for a small whole orange and added a boiled egg for balance. Within a few weeks, she felt more stable and energized. Now let's talk about watermelon, the ultimate summer snack. It's over 90% water, low in calories, and incredibly hydrating. But with a glycemic index of about 76, it causes blood sugar to spike quickly. That's especially tough on aging blood vessels, which can lead to poor circulation in the legs, swelling, and even nighttime cramps. A typical 1-cup serving of diced watermelon has around 11 grams of sugar, and since it feels so light, it's easy to eat several cups without realizing it. Mr. Jackson from Texas, age 74, used to eat a large bowl of watermelon in the evening, thinking it was a harmless treat. But he noticed his legs felt heavier the next morning and sometimes even tingled after sitting for long periods. Once he cut his portion in half and moved his watermelon snack to lunchtime, the symptoms eased. Here's the takeaway. Oranges and watermelon aren't off limits, but timing and portion size matter. Choose whole oranges over juice and limit watermelon to about 1 cup at a time, ideally earlier in the day. Pair both with a bit of protein or healthy fat to slow down sugar absorption and support smoother circulation. Up next, let's look at two more familiar favorites: bananas and green apples. You might be surprised how even these everyday fruits can affect how your legs feel, especially at night. Stay with me.
If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward.
Number 5. Bananas and green apples. Good for potassium, but watch the timing. Bananas and green apples are practically staples in the American diet. They're easy to find, convenient to eat, and often recommended for their nutritional value, especially when it comes to potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure and prevent muscle cramps. But as with many things, timing and pairing matter more than we think, particularly for older adults. Let's start with bananas. A medium banana offers around 422 milligrams of potassium, which is excellent. But it also contains about 27 grams of carbohydrates, half of which come from natural sugars. For someone over 65, Especially those managing diabetes or cardiovascular issues, this quick sugar load can lead to a sharp rise in blood glucose, followed by a crash. That crash can leave you feeling fatigued, heavy in the legs, or even dizzy. Take Ed, 76, from Kentucky. Every night before bed, he ate a banana, thinking it would help prevent leg cramps. But he often woke up feeling puffy and sore with swollen ankles. After speaking with his doctor, Ed learned that late-night sugar, yes, even from fruit, can interfere with circulation and cause fluid retention overnight. Now he eats half a banana mid-morning with a spoonful of peanut butter, and he's noticed a real difference in how his legs feel when he wakes up. Now, about green apples. They're often praised for being lower in sugar than red varieties, and that's partly true. But green apples are also high in malic acid, which gives them their tart flavor. While malic acid can support energy production in younger people, it can irritate joints in older adults, especially those with arthritis or inflammation. Eating a green apple on an empty stomach, like first thing in the morning or late at night, can sometimes cause stomach upset or even make leg muscles feel tight or sore later in the day. Diane, 69, from Oregon, shared that she loved snacking on a Granny Smith apple every evening, but she kept waking up with tense calves and stiff knees. After switching to a red apple with a handful of almonds earlier in the afternoon, those symptoms eased up, and she felt more relaxed and mobile in the mornings. So what's the lesson here? Bananas and green apples can absolutely be part of a healthy diet, but it's important to watch your portion and your timing. Try eating them earlier in the day, always paired with a protein or healthy fat to slow down sugar absorption and reduce inflammation. Avoid having them late at night when your body is winding down and more sensitive to sugar. Coming up next, we're going to shift focus to something more encouraging: the fruits that actually support your muscles and joints. Yes, there are fruits that work with your body, not against it. Let's explore them together. Number 6. The safe list. Fruits that love your legs. By now, you might be thinking, well, what fruits can I eat without worrying about my joints or sugar spikes? That's a great question, and here's the good news. There are plenty of delicious fruits that support your legs, circulation, and overall health, especially for folks over 65. Let's talk about the safe list. Fruits that are low in sugar, rich in antioxidants, and gentle on joints. First up, berries, especially blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries. These tiny powerhouses are full of fiber, vitamin C, and antioxidants like anthocyanins, which fight inflammation and help improve blood flow. 1 cup of blueberries, for example, has only about 15 grams of natural sugar and nearly 4 grams of fiber. That's a great balance. And because they have a low glycemic index, they won't cause those energy-draining blood sugar swings. Our friend Mary, age 71, from Pennsylvania, shared that once she swapped her evening grapes for a half cup of mixed berries with cottage cheese, her knees felt less swollen and her energy stayed steadier throughout the day. Another winner? Avocados. Yes, they're technically a fruit. And while they aren't sweet, they're packed with healthy fats, potassium, and magnesium, all of which support muscle function and reduce inflammation. They're a great choice for breakfast or lunch. Try adding avocado slices to whole grain toast or tossing some into a salad. Next on the list is the humble pear. With about 17 grams of sugar per medium pear and nearly 6 grams of fiber, pears digest slowly, helping stabilize blood sugar and support digestive health. Plus, they're gentle on sensitive stomachs and don't contain irritating acids. 1 pear with a few walnuts or a slice of cheese makes for a satisfying snack that won't weigh your legs down. Cherries, particularly tart cherries, are also a fantastic choice. They contain compounds that have been shown to reduce muscle soreness and improve joint comfort. A small handful of fresh cherries or a splash of tart cherry juice, without added sugar, can be a tasty healing treat. What's the lesson here? Not all fruits are off the table. In fact, choosing the right fruits can help your legs feel lighter, your joints more flexible, and your energy more stable throughout the day. It's not about avoiding fruit. It's about making fruit work for you. Now that we've looked at the safe side of fruit, let's go a step further. In the next section, we'll talk about common mistakes many seniors make with fruit. Things that may seem small, but can have a big impact on how your body feels. Stay tuned, because correcting just one of these habits could help you feel better in just a few days. Number 7. Common mistakes. Seniors make with fruits are a staple in most of our diets, and rightly so. They're colorful, tasty, and packed with nutrients, but even good things can backfire if we don't handle them the right way. Many older adults make a few innocent mistakes with fruit that can lead to unexpected fatigue, swelling, or joint discomfort. The good news? These habits are easy to fix once you know what to look out for. Mistake number 1. Drinking fruit instead of eating it. Juicing might seem like a convenient way to get your vitamins, but when you drink fruit instead of eating it whole, you miss out on the fiber. That fiber helps slow down how quickly sugar enters your bloodstream. A glass of orange juice, for instance, can contain as much sugar as several whole oranges, but without the filling fiber to buffer the impact. It's a fast track to a sugar spike, followed by a crash that leaves your legs feeling heavy and your energy drained. Mistake number 2. Eating fruit alone, especially on an empty stomach. When fruit is the only thing in your system, particularly first thing in the morning or late at night, it can cause blood sugar to rise and fall more sharply. This is especially true for high-sugar fruits like bananas or grapes. Instead, try pairing fruit with a source of protein or fat. For example, have a sliced apple with a tablespoon of peanut butter or a few almonds with your berries. This combo slows sugar absorption and provides longer-lasting energy. Mistake number 3. Overeating healthy fruits without portion control. Just because it's fruit doesn't mean more is better. It's easy to eat a whole bowl of watermelon or a bunch of grapes without realizing you've consumed 30+ grams of sugar. That's about as much as a can of soda. Our bodies, especially after age 65, process sugar more slowly, which can lead to swelling in the ankles, stiffness in the knees, and even nighttime leg cramps. Mistake number 4. Not listening to your body's signals. Have you ever felt extra tired, swollen, or achy a few hours after eating a certain fruit? It's not your imagination. Keeping a small food journal or even making a quick note in your phone can help you spot patterns. One viewer, Tom from Illinois, noticed that whenever he ate mango after dinner, he'd wake up with puffy feet. Once he adjusted the timing to lunchtime, the issue improved. Here's the key takeaway. Fruit should support your health, not sabotage it. With just a few adjustments, like portion control, pairing with protein, and paying attention to timing, you can enjoy fruit without the downside. Now, let's wrap things up with something practical and empowering. In our final section, we'll put it all together and explore how to enjoy fruit the smart way after 65, with a simple guide you can use every day. Let's dive in.
If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 7 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward.
Number 8. A smarter way to enjoy fruit. After 65. By now, you've learned that while fruit can be a wonderful part of your diet, how and when you eat it matters, especially after 65. But here's the great news. You don't have to give up your favorite fruits. You just need a smarter approach. Think of it like tuning up a well-loved car. Your body still runs, but it runs smoother with the right fuel and care. Let's start with the 3R rule for enjoying fruit after 65. Right fruit, right time, right pairing. Right fruit means focusing on options that are lower in sugar and less likely to trigger inflammation. Berries, pears, avocados, and tart cherries are top picks. They offer antioxidants, fiber, and steady energy. You can still enjoy bananas, mangoes, or grapes, but in smaller portions and less frequently. It's not about restriction, it's about balance. Right time is all about giving your body a chance to use that fruit sugar instead of storing it. The best time to enjoy fruit is during active parts of your day, like mid-morning or early afternoon, when your metabolism is moving and you're more likely to burn off the sugar naturally. Avoid large servings of fruit late at night when your body is winding down. That's when blood sugar tends to linger and circulation slows, leading to puffiness, soreness, or restless legs. Right. Pairing helps your body process fruit more gently. Always try to combine fruit with a source of protein or healthy fat. This might be an apple with peanut butter, berries with cottage cheese, or a few grapes alongside a handful of walnuts. These pairings slow digestion, prevent sugar spikes, and help you feel fuller longer. Let me share a story. Jean, a 73-year-old from Wisconsin, used to have fruit salad for dinner, thinking it was a light, healthy meal. But she noticed her legs felt stiff in the morning, and she often woke up during the night with cramps. Once she started following the 3R rule, switching to berries with Greek yogurt in the afternoon, she felt more energized, slept better, and even noticed less ankle swelling. Here's your simple daily fruit plan. Breakfast: half a banana with scrambled eggs or oatmeal. Mid-morning snack: a handful of blueberries with a boiled egg. Afternoon treat: sliced pear with a few almonds. Limit evening fruit to just a few berries, or skip it entirely if you notice swelling or cramps. The key takeaway? Fruit isn't the enemy. It's a friend when you choose it wisely. You can enjoy sweetness, stay strong, and support your legs all at the same time. If you found this guide helpful, I'd love to hear from you. What's one fruit habit you're ready to change, or already have? Drop it in the comments. And don't forget, in our next video, we'll dive into the best foods to build leg strength and joint flexibility naturally. You won't want to miss it. As we grow older, it becomes clearer that small choices can have big impacts. The food we eat, especially something as simple and familiar as fruit, can quietly shape how we feel day to day. What we once thought was always healthy may not serve our changing bodies the same way it did when we were younger. The key lesson is this: listen to your body. Pay attention to how it responds, and don't be afraid to adjust your habits. Aging gracefully isn't about giving things up. It's about learning, adapting, and making choices that support our strength, comfort, and independence. Just like a seasoned gardener knows when to prune, when to water, and when to rest the soil, we too can nurture our health with gentle awareness and wise decisions. Choosing the right fruits, eating at the right time, and pairing them well may seem small, but they are acts of care that help you stay mobile, steady, and vibrant. After all, each step you take, whether it's to the kitchen, the porch, or around the block, is a gift. Let's protect that gift by honoring our bodies and giving them the support they need, one thoughtful choice at a time.
Thank you for joining us today. We would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today, how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue to create great content to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.